Welcome to Mixtapes and Tasty Cakes with your host Bert Laporte, Damien Monte Carlo, and Angry Mike D. Alright, sit back and enjoy the ride as they talk about all things that rock and other useless knowledge you don't care about. And remember, every asshole has an opinion. This is theirs. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe.
All right, we're back with another episode of Mixtapes and Tasty Cakes. Bert says it's episode 162, so I'm not going to argue with him. I haven't kept track. So here we are. And yeah, last week we were talking about, I think it was off when we stopped recording towards the end, but we were talking about how the crazy prices things are now, you know. So we figured to make an episode about it. Could be anything, but it's mainly like food related. You know, you go out for lunch, or it's on the it's the weekend. You want to pick up some food Friday, Saturday night, or something. You get a pizza, you get something else, and pizza. I remember you could always get like a large pizza for man. I mean, for
$8 was probably
exactly for the longest time it was under 10.
Yes,
under $10 for a large piece, and like a long time. I mean, up until maybe 4 or 5 years ago.
Because a lot of places used to run these specials, like they used to each have a day of the week. It was like a $5 pizza.
Yeah, or
like,
$7 or something. Yeah,
right.
But no, I like Dave said. It's like it was $7 for like a long time, man. It was $7 for a long time, and then
you got to mortgage your pizza now.
Yeah. Well, now I was looking at some prices.
You don't even want to eat the whole thing in one sitting.
Oh, it's between $14 and $16 now.
Yeah, that's what I got. I looked at a couple places around here, and we're looking at 14 to about $18. And that's for a round. At Square, you're looking at 16 to like 25. Well, you know what I think happened? I think once it changed where everything's gourmet now. Everything's gourmet, everything's gourmet now. So everybody wants to give the gourmet price, And listen, I understand. I'm sure prices went up on all these people that have these shops too. So that's, I'm sure cheese is more than what it was from where they're getting it from. So it all
absolutely.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah, I think the cost of flour was the big thing I was hearing with these places over the years. It's just like it spiked like insane amount of money. Yeah.
Well, that's what I mean. So you can't blame the places, but it's just wacky in general. It's like,
and don't even mention who they are, because that's not right. But it's just
unless it's
how things are now.
Right, it's a chain thing. Like
right.
Like here, let's start with McDonald's. Not that we really go to McDonald's that much, but fast food went up crazy. Fast food was the thing you would grab because it was cheap and
we could talk
easy.
about them. Yeah, it's a guilty pleasure of mine. I would always get the for years it was the number 2. Now I think I don't even know.
Was that the two
number
cheeseburgers?
2 cheeseburgers, French fries, and the soda.
Right, and that was always like $5.
Yeah,
always. $5,
what
$6.
the hell's that go for now?
Now, it's around $10.
Wow,
it's just under $10.
Yeah,
it's like around 9 or something. It's crazy, man. And that's just for medium.
Yeah.
Wait, I mean,
and then the medium is like the size of an extra large.
Yeah.
What's that?
So my grandfather would take me to the ball game all the time, and we'd stop at McDonald's. And I think back then you were allowed to bring in food. I'm not sure we always did. So on my own, I was probably about 6 years old. 3 cheeseburgers and a French fry, a small French fry. The cheeseburgers were like 35 cents a piece. Okay, and the fries are probably about like maybe 50 cents or something like that.
Yeah, I remember, when me and my friends were teenagers, we were old enough to go like to those places without our parents. You would get I think a hamburger was like 79 cents and a cheeseburger was like 99 cents or something.
Wow.
And they don't even have any mascots to pay anymore, so you figure, what the hell, man?
Yeah.
No Ronald McDonald, no Fry Guys, they got no Grimace.
Can you even
grimace.
buy a hamburger? Like a plain hamburger? You can't even, I don't even think
I
it's on
think
the
they
menu.
have them, but it's so
Really?
rare. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm looking at looking at the menu sheet now from 2020 to 2024. I'm just going to throw some of these prices up. So in 2020, a Big Mac was $4.95. A Big Mac now $7.89. That's not the meal. That's just a fucking sandwich.
Yeah,
Look,
the
I'm going to
meals
tell you
the
what.
meals about 10, $11.
I know McDonald's got their own taste and everything, but for $7.89 for a Big Mac, I could go to another place and get a nice, real meat burger that I know
Right. For
what's
a
in
couple
it.
more bucks. Yeah.
No, about the same price.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, with
Like a real
bacon on it, by the
hamburger.
way, with real bacon,
A real,
chunky,
yeah.
sticking out the sides bacon. Nice.
Well, last week, I stopped by my mom's and I asked her if she wanted anything. She said, "You know what? I could really go for like a Big Mac." She hasn't had one in ages, so I got her the Big Mac meal at McDonald's, and I got the chicken McNugget meal. It's a 10-piece nuggets with fries and a Coke, and she got a Big Mac, fries and a Coke, medium. How much do you think that cost? I might have mentioned it when we talked last week, but how much do you think
I
that
might not
was?
remember.
Okay, what did you get again?
I got the Big Mac meal, medium Coke, medium fries, and I got the 10-piece nuggets, medium Coke, medium fries.
28.
Close.
I'm,
It was like,
I'm gonna. I was
Go
going to
ahead.
say like $24.
Yeah, it was like around 25.
Wow. Dude, it's
That
funny you
crazy?
said that. We went to the studio Sunday to record. We were looking, let's go grab something to eat. So me, Michelle, and Donnie went to McDonald's because it figures fast, quick. We could just eat and go home, and we won't waste 2 hours, right? So we went in there. I think Donnie got a double quarter pounder and French fries. I got a Big Mac, one of those cheap ass chicken sandwiches, and a large order of French fries. And Michelle got one of those fudge sundae things, them little sundae things, $40.
That's
$40. I was like, I'll grab it, I'll pay for it. I'm like, $40. That would have been like
Did you get
$15 before.
Did you get a happy ending at least?
I told them as soon as we left, I'm like, we should have just went to the sushi place across the street. It's worth
for
the
real,
extra
man.
20
I
bucks.
mean, come on, McDonald's is not fine dining. It's not even like a good hamburger place. It's something. This place you go to quick. It does have a lot of people do have a guilty pleasure for it. It has something in there that is just I don't
It's
know,
got
man.
its own thing. It's got its
Yeah,
own thing.
it's whatever it is. The hamburgers are super flat, but they still taste good.
I won't eat them anymore. Like every 2 years.
Yeah, I
It
don't go
depends
there
if
that
I'm
often.
I try not to, but if I'm in a rush, I just need something quick, I'll do it. But I didn't notice until like probably 6 months ago that how high everything is. Like even like I'm gonna look at this price chart again. Quarter pounder was $4.99 in 2020. Now it's $7.99. Cheeseburger was $1.59. Now it's $4.09 for motherfucking cheeseburgers at $4 at McDonald's.
You sure about that? That can't be
Yeah,
right.
I'm looking at it right now. Hamburger was $1.59. It's $3.59. A fish fillet, $4.39 went to $6.99. 6-piece chicken McNuggets. They were $4.89. Now they're $6.49 for fucking 6-piece. That's $1 motherfucking nugget. Large fry. I noticed this one more than anything. It was $2.89. Now it's $4.19.
You could buy a whole pound of potatoes for that.
It's a good like hamburger place. It's a chain. Is Five Guys. Like,
Never ate there.
Yeah,
oh,
I had
man,
them
it's
once. They're pretty
good. It appears to be fresh. I'm pretty sure they make it right there. And their stuff is a little on the high side.
They're
now,
high
too.
too. Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, you go for one person. Last time I was there, I think it was like $15. Between 15 and 20 bucks. It's a lot. It's a lot of money, but at least you feel like you're getting something. But
Well, you know what they're doing now, and I know my sister was telling me that they went to some place that it was like a hamburger joint, but it was like it wasn't like a McDonald's, maybe a step above that. And where they're getting you now for everything is that they charge you for everything. So if you get a cheeseburger, you get charged for the cheese, and if you want pickles on it, you get charged for the pickles. You get charged for everything, and you get it.
Wow.
If you're going to get fucking special mushrooms on it, I get why you got to charge that. But even the basic shit you used to get, they're charging you for. I got a sandwich, dude. I got a sandwich from some place around here the other day, and it's a place I go to all the time. And it was like the sandwich would have been $10, but I might have got like sharp cheese instead of regular cheese, and I might have got like hot and sweet peppers or something like that. Everything was like 50 cents, $1, 75 cents.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God.
You
By
get
the time
wings.
Mhm.
You
pay
get
for
wings
it,
at these places. Oh, do you want blue cheese or ranch dressing? Sure. And they charge you like a dollar for it or something. Not a lot of money, but still, I mean,
that shit they used to give,
yeah.
Dude, like an order of 10 wings is like little 10 wings is almost like $20 now at most places.
Wings went up.
It's
Yeah, wings
insane.
went
Yeah,
up.
a lot.
That
Yeah.
was like $5 or $6 like
That was
about
like
20,
cheap
not
food,
even
right? I
20
mean, that
years
was
ago.
cheap shit.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, you could get,
I remember we
10
used to go
wings
to
was, yeah, good.
yeah, it was probably like $6. We
Yeah.
used to go to Philly Rock back in the
Right.
day, 10-cent wing
10
night.
cent wings Monday
And they were
night.
pretty decent for what they
Oh,
were.
they're great wings. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
They were 10
And then they
cents.
had
Wow.
one night was like
Yeah.
a shrimp night, and that was pretty good too. Quarter shrimp.
That's
It's
cheap.
We used to go there like either one of them. Yeah. Oh my
it's
God.
funny.
We went
So
there one night with the shrimp. Just in
I always
shrimp, we had it was like 3 of us. We had $120
A lot of shrimp.
base it
in shrimp.
on the
That's it.
Philly Rock wings. Now, like if you go to a wing place, I figured, what's a wing gonna? It's got to cost you like I mean, okay, it's many years later, but a dollar each, right? Well, why should 10 wings cost like $15?
Yeah.
You know, no way a wing it should be a dollar. They're like this big. Yeah.
Well, dude, fucking pretzels. Remember the soft
Right.
pretzels? They used to be when we were kids. They were 5 for $1. Now they're like
Yeah.
$1 each almost, or
Yeah.
whatever, something like that. It's close to it, if
Well,
not.
wait. And
Yeah.
while we're complaining about prices in food,
Like old men.
yeah, like back in my old day, dude, a roll, like a sandwich roll. You go to the supermarket to buy a sandwich roll, and don't matter what size it is, whether it's this big or whether it's that big,
25
$1.
cents. Now they
$1.
are. Oh, now they are. Yeah.
Yeah, $1 for one roll.
Really?
No matter.
Yep.
Yep. It's ridiculous.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. I mean, and then like we can move on to some of this, like, and you guys use it way more than I do. I know Mike uses it probably. I don't know if he uses it more than Dane, but definitely more than me. Because I never really even fucked with it, like the Uber Eats and all that.
Oh,
shit.
I don't use that shit at all. I don't.
But Mike
I
does.
think I used it once. It's a waste.
just
It's a
use
big
Grubhub.
waste of.
But,
It's a
okay,
waste of money.
Say Grubhub, right? If you're paying for something, say your McDonald's bill is $18 after the Grubhub's fee and then the tip, you're looking at it's fucking going to be almost $30, probably 20 something.
Yeah.
Well,
No-
if
no
you belong
thanks.
to Amazon Prime, you get free Grubhub delivery.
Yeah, sponsor.
really?
I'm Amazon Prime
that's-
sponsor
mhm.
us. Amazon Prime.
I love the Amazon Prime. I shouldn't, but it's great.
Yeah, you do get a lot. You do get a lot with that. But like I said, the ordering out thing. I mean, and I'm a takeout guy, man. I mean, we just because we're always running around or busy, so we always get takeout, and everything is just. I mean, even to the time like we are, I'll go pick it up sometimes, just for the hell of it. If I'm on my way, I'm like, I can just go pick it up. I'm on the way. It's on my way. But dude, by the time you factor in tax, delivery, and listen, a lot of these places charge a delivery fee. And you don't know if the driver's getting the tip or not, so you add on a tip. So if your delivery fee is $2, and then so if you're say your bill was $20, now let's say 22 because the delivery fee, and then you tip the driver $5, $6, $7, whatever. It might cost you $10. You're almost paying half of what you're. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think a decent tip is like 25%. That's not bad.
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah. So I usually
25.
leave 25%. But
Yeah, 20 is usually I put.
but there is a place around here that the prices are still good, and I will mention them. Oregon Express on Oregon Avenue, near us, near where you were living, Dane, before.
Mm-hmm.
That place, dude, I could get like an egg platter, 1 or 2 coffees, and it might be like $10, $11, and then after the tip, maybe $15 but I feel like it's worth it. Like so that I don't mind doing.
Right. You could eat like a king there for pretty cheap.
Yeah, definitely. But it's one of those things that like what do you tip if something's $8? You're not gonna give the guy a $5 tip. You know what I mean? It's like, but you got to give him something.
It's hard for me to go by that because
because the driver's got to come out for something.
He's still doing the same work. It's like I don't know. Like
Sure.
I'm $5 to $6 usually.
Yeah, that's good. I think that's good. I think that's pretty good. But it's like, and then the other thing, let's rant and rave about this. People that work at these like even at Dunkin' Donuts maybe or Starbucks or something like that, everybody's got like tip jar out, and sometimes I will tip, but I don't tip that most of the time because I'm like, it ain't like I'm sitting down getting waited on. They're fucking just bing, bing, bing. Where I work at, I'm not going to sell something and be like, hey, where's my tip? Even though I will get tipped once in a while.
Yeah, you'll get the tip all right where you work.
Tip 'em, Dick. But it's like everybody expects to get tipped now too. It's like for doing nothing.
Oh yeah, I went to a place. I'm not going to mention their name because I really like this place and it really disappointed me. But I ordered a pizza for pickup. I drive there. I go up to the girl in the hostess stand. I said, "Yeah, I'm here, for the pizza." She says, "Okay." She goes in the back. She brings it out to me, and then I pay her for it, and she doesn't. She was like, "Do you need change?" I was like, "Yeah." Yeah, it was like it was like 20, I don't know, $22, and I gave her 30.
Right.
And she's like, "Do you need change?" I'm like, "Yeah." Dude, she got like fucking pissed. Like this bitch like fucking rolled her eyes at me.
Gave me like, you're gonna give her an 8. You're gonna give her half of what the pizza cost or whatever.
Dude, she didn't fucking do anything. She's doing her job. Okay. Yeah. She's not like bringing it out to my car. She's not like jumping in a car and delivering it to me. She's walking,
not feeding you the pizza.
No, she's walking 2 feet to the kitchen and grabbing the pizza and hand it to me. It's there's no service there. I mean,
right. It all depends where you're at. I guess certain places it's different. If I'm going to a diner and I get takeout and I order with the waitress, I leave the waitress a couple bucks, just at least because, I feel like I should, But at certain other but if I'm going to get a cup of fucking coffee or something like that, I mean, come on,
Yeah. Look, if we're going to sit down, have like a meal or something,
that's totally different.
Yeah, that's different. Absolutely. Yeah. But if I'm doing takeout, just like I'm doing the work.
Yeah.
You're not serving me. I buy this. I'm buying this from you and you're handing it to me. Why am I tipping you for that?
And even today, it's like, dude, I worked in retail a long time, and customer service never was my thing either. You know what I mean? But customers could be a pain in the balls. But customer service now is probably the worst I ever seen.
Oh, it is bad. I could tell you firsthand because I deal with it.
You wait to get waited on, like forever. Like it takes forever. Nobody's in a rush to do anything. Back in the day, man, wherever we all worked, whether it was the Mecca or one of those places, you're trying to but you're trying to turn them in and turn them out as quick as possible. Now there could be people in line. They don't give a fuck.
And what's worse than that, man, like they just stand at the counter and they just look at you like, okay,
yeah.
Well, there's other people behind you. Like, move along.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want to be like the soup Nazi, your money, move to the side, wait for your name to be called.
It's just, it's a crazy time for all that. Like, you got a story, Dane, for us or what?
For what?
The customer service? You got one?
Oh, just with my job, the shit that I hear. I mean, a lot of people are, most people are buying from Amazon these days, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you have a problem with the product, they're not going to help you with it. They don't offer customer.
You got to go back to the
service.
company. You got to send to the company to talk to the company. Yeah.
Yeah. So why? It's kind of bullshit. So like, if I don't know, we'll just use I don't know if you could probably buy anything from Amazon, right? Say you buy an iPhone from Amazon, right? And something's wrong with it. Well, most of the people aren't going to go to Amazon because Amazon isn't going to help them. Because
you're going to go to Apple.
It's literally impossible to get to talk to a human customer service on Amazon.
I never had a problem.
Yeah, me neither, Dane. I never heard either.
There's a certain way to do it. It's tricky, but there's a certain way.
I'll tell you, in the industry that I'm in, people don't even bother with Amazon. They come straight to the manufacturer, and we got to help them. Since when is it our problem?
Yeah,
it's like if I just bought a car, say if I just bought like a new Nissan, right, and the headlight doesn't work, I'm not going to call up fucking Nissan for it.
Yeah.
I'm going to call up my dealer who I actually made the transaction with.
Yeah.
So a lot of people don't think that way anymore because they're not getting customer service from the place that they're purchasing it from.
Right.
And they're programmed, Amazon changed the whole landscape. Like, you want to order something, you'll get it the next day or 2 days from Amazon. So you order something from someone else, they're going to expect that. Well, we're not Amazon,
Right. Oh yeah. Now that everybody expects everything to be super
Yeah.
fast.
Yeah, they raised the bar so high. So that's why a lot of it's really, really hard to compete.
Yeah. Oh
You know?
yeah.
Dude, well, it was also becoming a pain in the ass with like eBay too, and it's like, and I would even put that in my description. It's like, look, I work during the day. It's like I ship 1 day a week. It's like, this is the way it is, If you want it, you buy it. But I ship on Thursdays. It's the only day I'm able to actually get out to the post office. And then it'll be like somebody buys something on Monday, and like 2 hours later, they're like, "Did you ship it yet?" Yeah. Well, what's taking you so long? Well, Thursday. Well, why Thursday? Because I wanted it like Friday. And it's like, well, don't you read the description? It's like, come on.
Right.
You want to pay extra, but even
Mhm.
that.
I mean, it is what it is. That's, you're bidding on something. It's not like I don't make the claim I'm going to have it to you the next day.
Yeah. Like, dude, okay, going back to sandwich shops, right? So you're
we
what do you
strayed.
think? What do you think? Yeah. You think like your hoagies and cheesesteaks and stuff like that, unless you were Geno's or Pat's, the going rate was probably like eight, $7 to $9 maybe, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Now they're like 11 to 15.
Yeah.
This is like corner store too.
Yeah.
This ain't like, Geno's or Pat's where they're like between 11 and 15, man.
That's just crazy, man.
Dude, me and Mike ordered from one place. We ordered 2 cheesesteak, 2 cheese fries. It was like 40 something bucks.
That was the last time I ordered from that, but it wasn't even that good. I was kind of disappointed.
Yeah. 40 fucking bucks.
Last week, Saturday night, me and Donna were up in the Poconos and we ordered. How did we order? I wrote it down. Meatball sandwich, cheesesteak. We got fries and wings. Maybe not fries. I don't remember. But anyway, it came out to it was like $49. It's like
Right.
$50.
Oh,
And I actually did tip them because they were closed and they gave us a bunch of free shit. So I'm not complaining. I can't really complain about the price with that, but because they give us some free stuff. But if they didn't, it's just times we live in now. Today I got a hoagie from the place. It was really good. I got a bag of chips, sort of like a medium size, and I got a bottle of water, and it was
$15.
It was like $19.50.
Oh, before tip?
No, I didn't give them a tip. I picked it up.
Oh, okay. Wow. $20 almost.
Yeah.
Wow.
The hoagie was $13.50.
Wow.
And they charge tax. I don't remember them charging tax on food before, right?
Oh, if
Yeah,
it's prepared food. Prepared food.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. So yeah, and then with the tax, I don't know, $13.50, and she said, it's going to be like 14 something. I said, let me get a water and a bag of chips. I could have done without the chips, I guess, but
Yeah.
when you're hungry, you always.
Well, dude, like that 90s, not that chip bag. It was 99 cents before. It's 2 something now.
Oh, it is. Yeah, I think it was like 2.
I remember what was it? The grab bags, 75 cents when they came out, something like that.
25 cents. Those
the
ones that were like the medium.
Oh yeah.
I remember 99 cents for a long time.
Well, those bags are like $2.70 now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, how about soda, dude? Like, oh my God. Like, you go buy a Diet Coke, it's like almost $3 now, 2 something. Compared to
we buy it we get it on sale at ShopRite. It's like 5 for $5.
Right. That ain't bad.
Yeah, we buy a shitload of them.
Yeah, that ain't bad. What's Jersey, right?
Yeah.
See, here where we're at, it's more.
Oh, you get the soda tax.
The ridiculous soda tax. I don't even understand that.
Tax and soda. So
I just love when they say we're doing it for you because there's bad stuff in there. Yeah, well, that never stopped anybody else from doing anything, right?
Yeah. Thanks for giving us shit,
man. It's something that shouldn't even be.
Yeah, it's crazy. I heard like orange juice is up way more now.
Yeah.
Of course you got your eggs, your milk, your bread.
Orange juice. Yeah, you could get like half a gallon of orange juice is like $4.
Wow, dude, that's so crazy. And Even like I told you, I was at WrestleMania a couple weeks ago, sporting events. Dude, I'm telling you, I didn't, you go to a place, they say your bill's X amount of dollars, and I don't usually think about it, so I'll just pay it. And then after I leave, I'm like, wait a minute, like I keep breaking balls about that $9 fucking soda. It was a $9 16 ounce of fucking Pepsi or Coke or whatever it was. I'm like, they said nine something, I paid it, and I walked away. Went, did I just pay fucking $9 for a soda? Because it don't hit you until after.
What are you gonna,
well,
like when
it's $19 for a beer.
How crazy is that?
Yeah.
I mean, I knew you're at an event, so it's going to be more, which is fine. But come on. I mean, what the fuck?
I mean, the beers are, I don't know how.
Well, they're double the size, maybe.
Yeah, they are a little bit bigger.
They're
but
bigger.
still,
Them big cans, like them long cans, right?
Yeah.
But I just can't believe how many people pay it. I'm telling you, I went to that WrestleMania thing. Every one of those food lines, and I tried to get them one or two, and they were just too long for me. I didn't want to wait.
what's
They were
really fucked
long.
up, but I'll tell you right now, they don't take cash anymore.
No,
Yeah.
I learned that week too, because I had cash. We went to SmackDown the first night, and I was going to get, I don't know, like a soda or something small, and they were like, "No, we only take card. We don't take cash." And I had cash with me. I'm like, "You got to be kidding me!" Like, I didn't know they were cashless.
That's it. You're going to have like a whole generation of people coming up that don't know how to count cash because it's not being used anymore.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
speaking of the card's weird because now you got older people that are using the card now because they're kind of doing away with cash. So now you're in the line and you're in the line forever. And the
You don't take checks there, sonny boy.
No. And the person waiting on whoever, they don't care. They don't care. They're in no rush trying to fix the problem. But it's always, and then who wants to get that money back thing? And that's another thing I don't know nothing about. We're like, yeah, I'm gonna get money back, so you got to call the manager over to give the money back. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I got three things here.
We don't do money back. Screw that.
It's a big thing now.
A couple weeks ago, I went to a music store. I'm not going to mention who they are. I bought drumsticks. So I go up to the counter to pay the guy. Have my credit card, and there's a credit card terminal right there on the side. I know how to operate that. So this guy, sales guy, has like this device. It looks like a something that like is in Ghostbusters, when they hold the thing and it comes up and it's it tells you if there's a ghost around it, kind of like that. So he scanned it and he's like, yeah, just tap your card over here on the side. So I'm like, I've never seen this fucking thing before, right?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
he thinks he's talking to me like I'm a complete idiot. So I'm like, okay, where? Here? He says, no, on the side. I do it again somewhere else. No, on the side. I do somewhere else. He's like, no, on the side. Fourth time.
Gave it to him to do
right
it.
over here. Right on the no, on the side. He keeps on like fucking repeating himself like a fucking robot, and I'm getting like I'm getting frustrated.
You're boiling at that point.
So finally he takes it and he scans it, whatever the fuck he did with the card. But it's just like shit like that, man. He's, it's these other like devices that they have now. They don't even have like, like regular scanners now. It's like this whole terminal was like, it was weird. I never saw it before.
Some new shit. Like I said, we don't know, not everybody's going to know. So if we don't know, if somebody's even older, how are they going to know,
Right. It was like a price gun that scanned it and took credit cards.
Well, I mean, look at it now. And I love the whole self-checkout thing, which, sounds cool, right? When you first think about it, like, oh, it's cool. But it kills so many jobs, number one. Number two, it's not always that much quicker. You still got fucking three jabronis fucking looking at you, waiting to see if you're fucking paying or not. And they probably get stiffed so much. You know what I mean? So, yeah, especially like a Walmart or something like that. They got, there's 2 lines for people to check out, and there's 30 fucking self-check.
Meanwhile, you got some lady, she's got a television propped between her fucking knees and her moo-moo over the top of it walking out the door.
Yeah. Dude, it's a crazy, crazy world. I'm telling you, we talked about that commercial we seen years ago where I don't know who put the ad out, but it was like you seen this guy kind of walking around the supermarket and he's looks like he's shoplifting, right? It looks like he's kind of just putting stuff in the thing, and then he walks out the door and you're like, oh, this guy's fucking stealing stuff. But as he's walking out, you hear your total is blah 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 blah. Your total say $200.20, and you get charged automatically. I guess you got something
Amazon.
on you or something like that.
That's the Amazon supermarket that they're opening.
Sorry,
Really?
your credit
Yeah.
card declined. I'll see you.
Yeah, see ya. Ain't
How
that nuts?
crazy is that? So
I
that's
don't
really
know.
the thing.
I'm not into that, man. That's a little
The
too.
mark of the beast is coming if it's not here already.
It's
You know
crazy.
what's funny?
You just grab shit. I mean, how does it know? I mean,
Not to get biblical or nothing, but you know what's funny is that all that stuff that we read about when we were kids, it looks some of this looks like it's coming true in some of these forms,
yeah.
right? Oh, you're gonna need a mark of this to buy whatever. You're not fucking far off right now.
Well, I mean, look, the next generation of phones is going to be an implant. You know that.
I could see that. I don't know how, but I could see.
Well,
them doing
they'll
something like that.
implant it, and I guess every so often they'll update it or whatever. But that's what it's going to be. You're going to call Albert. And it's
Wait,
be
hold
like,
on. I'm sending you a text message.
Yeah, that's.
Well, dude,
I mean,
did you see?
Who knows? Maybe not in 10 years, but maybe 20 years. But look at the stuff that's out now. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
it seems like in the past 20 years, like technology, like really,
They can't cure cancer. They can't cure cancer, but
they can make stuff that causes it.
Yeah. It's unbelievable. It's like, dude, you ever watch on Netflix? They have that series Black Mirror.
Black Mirror, yeah.
They always they're oh my god, their little episodes, Dame. They're uncomfortable. They're twisted. It's insane. So all the episodes are actually pretty. Imagine Tales from the Crypt, but more futuristic and even more twisted.
Mm-hmm.
It's good.
It's interesting, yeah. So there's one episode, I forget what it is. It's funny because I think I wrote a song. I don't even know if it's one we use or not. That kind of used this idea. I got the idea from the show, the episode, where there's a thing where your eyes record everything. Anything that happens, your eyes record. So you could actually rewind and look. That's fucking wild. That's wild. Like your eyes, like as we're doing this right here, I could go back. I could look in time and go, okay, this is what happened there because you're going through. It's hooked up.
Yeah. So, like
it's going to happen.
It's shit's
like RoboCop.
It's going to happen, man.
It's going to happen.
I tell you, I love technology, but at the same time, man, it takes away so much stuff, even the AI stuff and all that. It just takes away. It's amazing, dude. I mean, really. And we're seeing stuff now that could be done. Imagine what we don't know. That's, we're getting fed it now. So if we're getting fed it now, they're probably 10 years ahead of us where, the guys making this shit, who knows how far it is. It's insane. But even like talking about prices of cars, car insurance. Me and Steve were talking about this today. Car insurance, dude. Your prices, everything devalues when you get a car. It doesn't matter what kind of car you get. Well, unless it's probably like a special thing. But you buy a car today, as soon as you drive it off the lot, it's not worth what it was. Your insurance never goes down. Everything goes up. You don't have to be in an accident. It still goes up. It's like I remember it was my father-in-law was having an argument with one of the insurance companies there because it went up and he's like, I've never been in an accident and all that stuff. And they're like, yeah, well, you haven't. That's why, it's up and because, the probability you have in an accident. It's like, come on, dude.
Great.
So maybe I should go in an accident, get in an accident.
It's crazy, dude.
It'll still go up.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like even what they do with like, oh my God, if you're like, and I don't know too much about this, so I might be out of line here talking because I don't really know for a fact, but like some of these older people that aren't on, I don't know if it's Social Security or whatever, where they actually have to pay for their medicine. Say you make too much money or you have too much money where you have to pay for your own medicine. Dude, the medicine's fucking crazy. I mean, Mike works sort of in that field. So it's like, if I got the card or whatever, it might be a $10 copay. But so-and-so who don't have the card might could be like $100 for their medicine or something like that.
I mean, there's some medicines out there. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and there's other ones like maintenance drugs, which really don't cost that much. And if you find a good place that'll give you a cash price on it, it's sometimes cheaper than having insurance if you're taking one or two drugs.
Really?
So it's kind of, and they want to force you on insurance around here. So it's like you get, fined on your taxes if you don't have insurance in Philadelphia.
Yeah, well, I have Mike, you probably heard
I think
of
Jersey
this.
does it too.
What's that app? I have it. I can't think of the name of it. Good RX.
That's bullshit. We don't even take that.
Well, I don't. It's not bullshit for me when I got to pay for my
No,
medication,
right.
and it's way less than what my medical is going to pay for.
There's I'll put it this: there's no pharmacy that will survive ever taking good RX.
I don't know how they do. I mean,
You can't.
I go
It's like
through
What's Good RX, Dane?
I go through
So
Giant Supermarket
What is that? What
for
is
it.
Good
It's
RX?
okay.
One of you.
with my insurance plan, right? For my medication, it will,
Is this work or your own thing?
well, I got medical through work.
Okay. Okay.
So through my medical plan at work, when I need to get my prescription, there's certain medication I take for my blood pressure. It's $60 for a 90-day supply, right? Through this Good RX app, right? It's $22
So okay, so
for a 90-day supply.
so if you
I
were
don't
going
know.
to a CVS, it might be $60. But what do you do? Is the app just like an extension that you use, or it has to do with your?
No, it doesn't. I don't. You just fucking sign. I don't pay anything with this app. I'm just a member of the app. I don't pay a
Oh, but I
yearly
mean, but I
fee.
mean, I mean,
I
your
buy it.
insurance. Your insurance is saying it's like, say with your insurance, it's $60. But when
Yeah.
you could additionally use this app,
And
the
it's
app
not
hooks you
additionally.
up.
I can not have insurance. I could get rid of my insurance.
Oh, really?
And whether you have insurance or not, through this app, GoodRx,
Wow.
it's like it'll you type in your prescription, whatever it is, jabroni, whatever, RX
Right, right.
medicine. You type it in, and you put your location, and it'll show you where, Walmart pharmacy will have it for $19. Um, Walgreens will have it for 23. It'll show you
Oh, wow.
everywhere in the area. So
That's interesting.
yeah, and then if you go to this place, like I go to Giant Supermarket Pharmacy, and they have it locked in. They call me every 90 days when my refill is up, and I don't have to show
Really?
them my card or anything.
Wow. Yeah. a
And
whole
it's like
bunch of
way
shit I know.
cheaper. It's like, you need insurance because God forbid if something's going to happen, but uh, you know, for my prescription, it's just like I just use the Good RX thing because it's way cheaper.
Wow. You know what? Is that the one where the commercial? If I can remember, the commercial is like a lady with her kids, and she walks up to the counter, and they say, "Your bill's so and so," and she's like, "Oh, I can't afford it." She walks away. Is that the Good RX? I think that's the Good RX commercial. I think
It
it is.
could be. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but a
Well,
buddy of mine told me about it at
here's the
work
way. Right.
3-4 years ago.
Kind of prorates the charges on the. It almost gives it like an average when you go to pick it up. At least the one that we deal with or dealt with.
Yeah.
But what happens is they give you cost of the drug, which is way below the cost that you're paying for it.
Right.
Okay.
For you
Then
guys.
right. So
Yeah.
then on top of it, you got the vial, you got to pay people, you got the bags, you got
You're talking about a business. Well, it's any business.
right,
Yeah.
even stuff. Well, right, but it's like they don't pay for it. They don't pay you for the vials, which cost about $1 a piece.
Right.
So do they? So if I'm a customer and I go into your place, the pharmacy, and I say I have Good RX, does Good RX then pay you for the difference or whatever? How does
No,
that?
they give you like a flat rate pretty much. It's like we might get like a nickel above what you're paying for it or something like that. So we might get a nickel off of that, but it still doesn't cover the cost of what.
Bullshit.
Yeah, it's a bunch of bullshit. It really is.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, it's good for the customer, but it does fucking
Well,
nothing for
especially if you're with
Yeah.
well, if you're a big
Well,
business place, it
yeah,
might not
chain.
hurt them.
if you're a place
Chain.
like you say you go to Giant, they're a supermarket.
They're a
so they're
serve
bringing
chain,
you in
yeah.
there
Yeah.
and
You're going to buy
getting you-
something else. That's
Or
the
a
case.
Walgreens or something. Or
Yeah. Well,
CVS
that's
or-
it. When you see something where a place is having something on sale that you're like, wow, this is too cheap. It's like anything. They're bringing you in so you could buy 5 other things.
Yeah.
It's an old
Mhm.
marketed thing.
But,
Yeah. So
I mean, I will say though, most cases that we'll tell them like our prices are cheaper than the Good RX anyway.
right.
So it's like if they're getting like we'll offer them a price, but like the Good RX just really like they pretty much take your profits
I got you.
of what you would make, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, it's really
But
not worth
hey, if it works for you, the consumer, then it's worth it for you.
Yeah, dude.
right.
From 21, $22, or I could pay 60. So
Yeah, you do what you got to
But-
do.
I mean that's a no brainer.
Look what's happening now because back in the 90s, like you started seeing all these super pharmacies opening, CVS and Rite's. They became really big. You turn the corner and there's one of them pretty much at every
Oh,
corner.
they're all over.
And what their goals were back then, they wanted to take over the pharmacy. That's all these ones. They all wanted control. And their plan was to put so many stores around until all the other pharmacies had to close.
Oh,
And then they were going
not
to close their stores and put their pharmacies in really
well,
far
knocking
apart.
out the little guy, and they've done
Right.
most
That
of
was
that
their
already.
right, but that was their whole plan.
Yep.
And now it's backfiring because they got mail order and stuff like that. And if you notice, all these pharmacies are closing up. All these big pharmacies are
Well,
closing
because
up.
now you can do
Right.
everything online,
Like,
dude. If I want to go
right.
get a dress shirt, you used to be able to go to Pashaw Avenue, go to Abe's or somebody, Man's Image. All them places are like closed now or closing. So what do? I got to go online on Amazon and take a shot at something, which is
Right,
cool
and
in
you got to
one
hope
way.
it's not from some Asian country where everything
Right.
runs small. It's
Which
like you order an extra large from an Asian country, and it's still like, what the fuck? I'm
Yeah.
bursting out of this. It's like
Yeah,
you
exactly.
got to order like a 5X and make yourself feel like you're fat.
They're giving me a complex.
Yeah.
Well, I just started ordering like a size above on everything just to be safe, and that's still not. Dude, I bought this vest, dude. No lie, from Amazon. It was super cool, man. It was like this black vest and that, like something for show, and it had spikes on it. I'm like, dude, this vest is fucking cool. And I looked at the size chart. Probably not good enough, but I looked at the size chart. I'm like, okay, I could get a 2X and get away with this, maybe a 3X. So I ordered a 3X because I knew it's going to be cut smaller. I got it. When I tell you, it was the smallest thing ever. Like my wife could have fit in it. You know what I mean? Or Danny could have fit in it. It was like that small, right? Or even Dame. And I sent it back, and I was like, "What do I got to order? Like a 6X for it to fucking fit?" And I was like,
That's what happened. I bought this coat, and it was like order a size larger. So I'm usually like a large. I ordered an extra large. I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. I can't even get my arms in this thing.
yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? I was like, I'm just going with the extra. I ordered the largest size they had, which was like a 5X, and it was still a little on the small side.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, I'm not sending this back. It's enough to where it looks all right.
I'll be fine.
I'll
I'll
deal with
suck
it,
in my
yeah.
gut.
Yeah, you never, the sizes are weird. And then every once in a while you get something that is too big. It's weird. It's trial and error. But the cool thing about Amazon, I guess, too, is that you could find anything you want. All the record stores around here, I go to these record stores around here, they have nothing I want. Barely, unless I get lucky.
Right,
You go to
you're
Amazon,
absolutely right.
you can find anything you want. And it does save a lot of time, too, I guess. Yeah, so I can't say I don't like Amazon. I do like Amazon. I use Amazon a lot. I
Like
think we
I'm
all
all
do,
for the
right?
little guy and stuff, but like there's
Can't
like you
compete
have to
with it.
travel really far to get to the little guys these days, and it's
Yeah.
like
And even these stores around here, even the Walmart and stuff like around here, nobody's got nothing good. You ever go in these stores and go, dude, I'll go out sometimes and I'm like, I'm bored. I want to buy something to keep myself occupied. I mean, I do that all the time. It's a bad habit. So I'll go and I'm looking for something. My buddy be like, this is the 5th store we've been in. You didn't buy nothing yet. I'm like, I know, and I'm trying to buy something. It gets, dude, it's all these stores have nothing. Nothing. I went to ShopRite today. There was like barely any water. I'm like, where the fuck did the water go? Like, crazy, dude.
yeah.
Crazy. I bought today, speaking of ShopRite, I bought 4 peppers, 2 lemon pies. I'm on a diet.
Usually it would be 4.
4 peppers, 2 lemon pies just in case. A can of cranberry sauce. One of those chickens, like remember, they used to be like $5-6 in rotisserie chickens, the little ones. One of those.
I got to see this crazy meal he's making.
And a Diet Coke. It was $40. I'm like,
oh my god!
It was like a couple things. It was $40. I'm like, the pies really took it over the top.
Look, man, you know what?
Cake pies.
The messed up thing is, it's like a lot of this stuff. It's not even like gradual increases. It's just like you're seeing stuff. There's like eggs. It's like all of a sudden it's like $2 are added onto a dozen eggs, and it's like, that's just too much of a jump there. It's like,
and it's like stuff like back in the day, like it's not to sound old, but like eggs were like cheap. You wanted a cheap meal, you do eggs, and I mean, listen, I told my wife the other day, I'm like, it pays for the extra $20-$30 just to go to a restaurant and sit the fuck down.
Back in the day isn't a long. Back in the day is like 3-4 years ago now.
Yeah. Oh
my
yeah,
buddy
from
lives on a
2020
farm,
now.
and he's like, a chicken will lay in 1 egg a day. He's like, you get 12 chickens. He's like, you get a dozen of eggs a day with 12 chickens. He's like, with 12 chickens, you never have to buy an egg again.
So let's go
He's like,
buy
I got
chickens.
so many eggs. Like, we're giving away eggs to our neighbors.
Dan Bird Farms. Damien's going to open up a baker's dozen. That's
Chicken
13
farm.
chickens.
Let's get bees. We'll do a bee farm. We'll do chickens.
That's funny.
There's a big demand for bees right now.
Dude, there was some rock store. I don't know who it was, Dame. I was telling Mike, I couldn't remember who it was, that has a bee farm.
Yeah, I
Was it
think I heard
James
about this
Hetfield?
too.
Maybe it was James Hetfield.
Maybe.
Somebody's got a bee farm.
Yeah.
I was like,
I think it was Sting.
Yeah, it could have been Sting. It's a good answer. But yeah, dude, even and then now we got like gas prices. I mean, what's it, almost $5 a gallon of gas for something? It's fucking crazy. I don't know how
Yeah, I
it's
don't
in
have that
Jersey,
problem.
but I'm lucky enough I don't drive a lot. So,
Yeah.
but and then the other thing, which great idea, but now it's out of control. Subscriptions to whatever. It could be TV, whatever. Great idea because you can. Well, it's a great idea because you could streamline what you're like and what you're into.
Yeah.
But you go, what the fuck? There's a billion of them.
Well, the key is to unsubscribe when you're done watching
whatever you're watching,
a specific show.
You can always re-sign up to get a free trial sometimes again.
Yeah,
Amazon,
I do that all the time.
Dude, Amazon. I get the free, I won't go to Amazon for a while. I'll get a free trial. I'll stay on it for a month. I'll get rid of it. I'll get another free trial. So use the free
that's
trial
what I'm saying.
things. You know?
Like, that's why Amazon Prime's worth it. I think it's, I don't know, the last time like $15 a month. It might be more now.
You know what?
But,
because I have other subscriptions, I don't use Amazon Prime for as much as I could. Like I have Spotify already, and I got this for TV stuff. So, but Amazon does give you a lot of shit with it. They give you the Amazon Music. They give you a lot of shit.
I got the Amazon credit. I got the Amazon credit card too.
Yeah, me
so
too.
That with the Prime, it gives you like almost anything you buy. It gives you 5% back on, which is awesome.
Yeah,
and you build up money in like no time. Like, especially if I use Amazon a lot for like dog food and supplies and stuff like that for him.
Interesting, yeah.
And yeah, along with the Prime, like it really works good together. Like then you get like the Grubhub free, you get the Amazon Prime movies to watch, you get the music. I mean,
you get a lot of shit for it. You really do get a lot of shit for it.
Yeah, I never pay attention to, I mean, I just do it for the fast shipping and everything.
And the fast shipping.
Well,
the fast shipping's great.
In the Amazon Prime,
dude. There was stuff I was getting the same fucking day. It was like ordering a pizza.
Oh yeah,
I was like, oh my god, I got it the same day.
I try not to do that though. Like,
well, I love it.
I like it, but I feel like it's sometimes it's abuse. It's like, all right, like I want this. All right, what am I going to put on there? Oh, I'll put a box of Fruity Pebbles on there. All right, I still need like $5. All right, a box of Cinnamon Toast Crunch. There we go. That's my order. That's fit for 2-hour delivery.
It's great. I love it.
And it's like the other thing I'm getting is like a little connector jack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's great, but at the same time, I feel like it's just, I don't know. You have no anticipation for anything anymore. It's just you want, you get.
Well, that's the world right now in general.
Want it now.
Yep. I want it now. And that, like we said, we always talk about waiting for a TV show to come in or a movie to come out. Now it doesn't matter. Now it's at the tip of your fingers whenever you want, which is great. And at the same time,
it's out now. Here's the entire season.
What were we watching? It was in the theater for one day, and then it's like, what?
Yeah, they're doing that with a lot of stuff now.
Yeah.
Like right now, like the new Omen came out a couple weeks ago.
Oh, where's that at?
It was in the theaters for like I guess a couple days or whatever it was.
What's it on now?
Nothing yet. Which now I'm like, but I'm bummed out because now I'm waiting for it. I'm like, oh, come on. Like, I don't think it's coming out for a couple months now. So I'm like waiting to watch.
That's a long time to wait, man. It's real long.
Yeah. Now it is. When you compare.
I mean, don't you remember like back in the day? It was like you almost had to wait a year before it even came on cable.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The VHS was always a year after the movie came out or the DVD. Would come out. It would be in the theater, which is kind of, which is kind of smart on them too, because it's almost like double booking, right? So it's like you could have our more shelf life. If we put out a movie today and, say it's in the theaters and it does whatever it does, if it comes out a year later, what's advertising again for it, you get 2 shots at it, right? Now it's like it's out there. Well, because who even knows how many movie theaters are out there anymore? It's not like it used to be.
Right. Like, first of all, I hate going to I used to love going to the movies. I used to go to the movies like at least once or twice a week back, like in like the early 2000s, the 1990s. and love movies.
Yeah.
And now it's like it just got to a certain point where it's like everybody's a fucking asshole.
It's the world.
Seriously, like it doesn't matter. Like it's like you have to fight to get in the movie to get to that last aisle in the back because it's like otherwise you get a screaming kid behind you, somebody kicking your fucking chair, someone talking on their cell phone, and it's like I don't. I come here to de-stress, to watch something, to chill out, and it's like you got all these relaxing chairs, and it's you can't relax anymore. It's like I'll just wait till it comes home and relax in my house. If I want to piss, I'll just pause it and go piss.
That's what it's come to. It's come to it's just easy to stay at home. You know?
Who needs all the trouble? Same thing even with sporting events. It's like,
oh yeah, same deal. Same deal.
Get the same assholes there, man.
Yep. So does anybody else want to add anything to this?
No, we added a lot.
We added so much.
We didn't just add. We strayed totally off topic.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Today was a loose discussion.
Yeah.
Pretty much is shit seems like it's going up pretty quick, and we're taking notice. Dude, another thing before we wrap up here that I've been doing, which I used to never do. I'm one of those guys that if I go to a store and they're like, all right, it's $12 and I give them a 20, I put the change right in my pocket. I don't look at it. Pay attention because people fuck up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like going, I thought I had so much this amount. I'm like, what the hell did I buy? Giving you the wrong change and shit like that. And it happens. Sometimes it just happens.
Right. It's not always.
Because I never, like, dude, if Damien had to give me $300 for something and Damien hands me $300, where we come from, we don't count that 300 in front of you. We just put it in our pocket. We count it later. But mistakes are made. But
Yep.
So mixtapes and tasty cakes. We'll see you guys next week.